Good evening. This is your girl from Mel's Mat Chat, and this is your official WWE WrestleMania 40 Night 1 review. How is everybody's Saturday, almost Sunday? I'm doing pretty well. I'm just just enjoying the weekend, and I'm just it's just so much content that I'm a little overwhelmed. So just you bear with me with this whole situation. But night one. All right, I'm gonna give you my overall situation. If I wasn't so tired, I didn't go to bed until a little after midnight last night, and I had to wake up at 3:30 this morning to go see my son. And if I did have to do that, I probably would have enjoyed it, and it would have been a little bit more aware and a little bit more uh hyped up for it. I'm just exhausted right now, so I want to get through this very painlessly. But there was definitely a big lull. Night one, the middle of it was not what I thought it was going to be. Maybe they're just saving it for everything for tomorrow, and we were expecting something, and we actually didn't get in what we really wanted. But my hat's off to Becky Lynch for going into a match sick as a dog, and I got to give her credit from one mother to another. And I know I've got to fucking do my roots. Seriously, it's like ridiculous. I got to from one mother to another. I know exactly, having to get up and do the adulting that you have to do. Tag team, I was a little thrown for a curve because of the fact that they were splitting the titles. Um, I was hoping that at least I would have liked to see DIY win to get that opportunity and whatnot. Maybe they will be the next recipient from the winners of the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Um, but all in all, the ending was great. The beginning was great. In the middle, it was shocking. There was a shocking match where we were all thinking one thing and it actually went another. Pleasantly surprised with about that. And now we're just gearing up for night two. I watched the pre-show. It's the pre-show. There was no matches on it. I'm not going to go over it. I'm just going to go right into the main card. And then I'm going to go and get you out of here because by the time I'm finished, it's going to be well after midnight. So please do me a favor while you're here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell for all notifications. So when I upload a video, go live, or upload a short, you will know about it. Please do me a favor. Follow me, all Mel's Mat Chat, on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Cameo. Go check me out over there, all Mel's Mat Chat. Please do me a favor and go check out Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Visit their website for all your beard essentials. Please do me a favor and go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. Stock up on all your artillery to murder your thirst. You have fresh spring water, unflavored salsa water, and iced tea. They also have sports packages to turn your water into a sports drink. So if you also want to use the iced tea or the flavored salsa waters as mixers, you can. And please drink responsible. And if you're the legal drinking age, please also drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Also, please go check out Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Visit their website for all your coffee essentials. Try the world's strongest coffee with the lowest acidic rate. Please also, if you please do me this favor as well, please check out House of Glory. House of Glory had an event Friday. It was with Wrestling Revolver. It's on Thriller Television, so go check that out. And also May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, La Casa del Gloria, Phoenix, Psycho Clown, Sexy Star versus Violet, and Penta El Zero Miano versus Phoenix. So go check that out on Cinco de Mayo. They're also going to be in Boston, Massachusetts on May 25th. Right now, all that's scheduled is El Helio Vikingo and Mustafa Ali. So go check all that out, and please go if you want to get to know HOG. Please go check their website out at hogwrestling.net. Let's get right into the review. Please don't forget, I have other content. Please go check that out. And I did my regular podcast, episode 335, on Thursday. So go check that out. All right. WrestleMania 40 Saturday opens up with a new signature video narrated by the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque. Michael Cole then welcomes us to inside Lincoln Financial Field, and we get a video package narrated by Philly's hip-hop star Meek Mill. WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley and the man Becky Lynch are shown warming up, and Coco Jones sings the U.S. national anthem. WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque makes his way down to the ring and welcomes to a new time, a new era. Welcome to WrestleMania. Now, when he was out there, he was facing, like, say this is the back, this is the audience. He was soaking it in. He was like, this is his WrestleMania. This is his production. This is his baby now. And now, as of tonight, Vince McMahon breaks a 40-year streak of producing WrestleMania. How fucking crazy is that? That's fucking nuts in itself. So that's a weird statistic. So it's crazy. And I love the new opening, it's new and fresh. So we have the Women's World Championship match. The Judgment Day's mommy, Rhea Ripley, versus the man, Becky Lynch. The man starts off with Rhea Ripley tossing Lynch. By the way, Emotionless in White played Rhea Ripley to the ring, and I was having a palpitation because I thought she's getting this big entrance. She's going to lose the title. Thank Christ that didn't happen. But, I had to represent tonight. I had to represent. So tomorrow night, I don't know who I'm going to represent. I don't know if it's going to be because I have Cody Rhodes t-shirt. So I don't know if I'm going to wear that or I'm just going to basically wear a regular t-shirt. I don't know. Anyway, the match starts off with Ripley tossing Lynch from across the ring. Hold on. Sorry. To cross the ring, Lynch and Ripley were then traded strikes, and Lynch ends up on the apron. Lynch then runs into a kick, and Lynch follows up with a missile drop kick. Ripley then rolls out of the ring and Lynch goes for a baseball slide. But Lynch gets caught and Ripley drops her on the apron. Ripley then sends Lynch back into the ring. Ripley then hits a Northern Lights suplex on Lynch and gets a 2 count. Ripley then attempts to suplex Lynch, but Lynch reverses it into a small package. Ripley then rolls through and hits a suplex on Lynch, but Lynch kicks out. Ripley then hits a dropkick on Lynch. Lynch then struggles to get to her feet, and Ripley goes up on top. Lynch follows Ripley and sends Ripley flying with an arm drag. Lynch then hits Ripley with a tornado DDT, but Ripley kicks out. Ripley then hits a draping leg drop on Lynch, and Ripley falls out of the ring. Lynch then sends Ripley into the barricade with an exploder. Lynch then hits Ripley with a leg drop off the second rope, but only gets a 2 count. Lynch then jumps off the top rope and gets caught by Ripley. Ripley then drops Lynch and hits Lynch with a running knee for a 2 count. Ripley then goes for her riptide finisher, but Lynch counters with an arm breaker, then transitions that into an armbar. Ripley then gets to her feet and lifts Lynch in the air, then hits her with 3 consecutive power bombs, but Lynch kicks out. Ripley then hits a headbutt on Lynch, but Lynch kicks Ripley's arm. Ripley then immediately responds with a big boot, and Lynch kicks out again, but Ripley is favoring her arm. Ripley then reverses a clothesline by Lynch into a riptide, but Lynch kicks out. Ripley then goes up top, but Lynch crouches Ripley. Lynch then hits a superplex on Ripley and immediately transition into a disarmer. Ripley then lifts Lynch on her shoulders and both women fall over the top rope. Ripley then lands on her feet with Lynch on her shoulders. Ripley then hits Lynch with an electric chair drop. Ripley then hits a frog splash on Lynch, but Lynch kicks out. Lynch then goes for a manhandle slam off the top rope, but Ripley lands on her feet and hits a riptide on Lynch on the top turnbuckle. Ripley then hits Lynch with another riptide to secure the win, and Rhea Ripley retains as she should have. So I am I didn't care about the rest of the night after this. This was my WrestleMania. I'm thrilled about this. What I also thought at this whole situation towards the end, that Liv Morgan was going to come down and cost her the title, but I was glad that that didn't happen and we had a clean match. There was no controversy. Rhea Ripley earned that match, and now who's next? Who's next? So for all you Liv Morgan stands, she's going to get her opportunity this coming summer and spring. All right? So it's neither here or there. We get a video package and the entrances for the next match for the undisputed ladder match for the tag team titles. Now, they were split. So to get this match over with, they had to get the 2 sets of titles down. And this, I had no idea until after I did my preview and predictions. I would have picked it completely different. So this is a negated situation, but I got half of it right. It's bizarre. So the match was Finn Balor and Senor Money in the Bank, Damian Priest from the Judgment Day, DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa. Awesome Truth, Miz and R-Truth, The New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, A-Town Down Under, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory. New Catch Republic, the Bruiserweight Beat Dunne versus the Bring Strong Boy, Tyler Bate. This was my second favorite match. Yes, the majority of these guys are NXT guys, and I loved every fucking minute of it. And you know what about Black and Gold. By the way, I will be giving you my thoughts on that because I did watch it today towards the end. I'm not doing a complete freaking run through. If you want me to do that, I will on another, I'll include it maybe this week. You know what? Screw it. I'll do it this week. I'll do it this Friday at 2 p.m. if you want me to. But it was decent. I'm gonna let you know it was decent, and kudos to them. So this match starts off with all six teams brawling. The ring the ring then clears, and Waller and Theory set up ladders in the ring and start to climb. The remaining competitors then return to the ring and everyone fights over the ladders. Woods and Kingston then push the other two ladders and start to climb. Balor and Priest then cuts Woods and Kingston off, and Priest tosses a ladder at Waller. Balor then grabs a ladder, but Bate picks Balor up, and airplane spins him, and the ladder. Kingston then enters the ring and gets hit with a ladder. Bate then slams Balor on a ladder, and Bate and Dunn then hit stereo moonsaults off the ladders onto their opponents. Dunn then climbs the ladder, and Priest powerbombs Bate to Dunn and onto the ladder. Priest and Balor then beats the Miz down, and Truth hops on the apron and begs Miz to tag him in. And Miz does. Truth then clears the ring and hits a 5 moves of doom on Balor. Truth hits an AA on Balor and on the ladder and pins him. Okay. This is getting old. All right. Miz tells Truth he has to climb the ladder. Priest then breaks this up and gets hit with awesome Truth's finisher. Gargano tunes up the band and hits a super kick on Priest. Ciampa then follows up with a modified pedigree, which I fucking marked out for. I'm sorry. Ciampa and Gargano then square up with Truth and Miz. Truth then tells DIY to grab one set of titles, and they will grab the other, and Gargano and Ciampa agree. Before they can grab the titles, Theory and Waller break it up and pull down the SmackDown tag team titles and announce as new SmackDown tag team champions. But the match wasn't over. Theory and Waller then try to go for the Raw tag team titles as well, but Bate and Dunn hit a powerbomb on Waller through a ladder in the ring. Kingston then lays Ciampa on a ladder, which is balanced against another ladder and the rope. It's like almost like a bridge. Remember when Velveteen Dream did it in New Orleans? All right. Remember what he did he did a Death Valley Driver with Ricochet on that. Oh my God. Why do I know these things? The factoids are ridiculous on me. Seriously. Woods then hits the limit break elbow on Ciampa on the ladder. Kingston and Woods then climb a ladder, and Kingston jumps off the top and hits a trust fall on everyone outside the ring. Theory then chops Woods in the New Catch Republic, stops Waller. Gargano then hits one final beat off the apron through the table on Dunn. Ciampa then hits an air raid crash on Bate off the top of the ladder. That was sick. That was fucking like, Ciampa, you're a moron. You haven't fused neck. Truth is the only man left standing. Truth then sets up and climbs a ladder. JD McDonough then appears out of nowhere and pulls Truth off the ladder and hits him with the devil inside, which is nasty. McDonough then helps Balor climb the ladder. The New Day then cut them off. Kingston and Woods then send McDonough off the ladder through a table. Priest then climbs the ladder, but Miz cuts Priest off. Priest then tosses Miz off the ladder. Truth then pulls Priest off the ladder and sends him out of the ring with an AA. Truth then climbs the ladder, pulls down the Raw Tag Team titles, and Awesome Truth are the new Raw Tag Team champions. I'm hoping that we're going to get brand new titles because those things are ridiculous. And of course, they got the obligatory Triple H point. Okay? Both of them. We head to the next match. The tag team match. LWO's WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio and Andrade El Idolo versus Legado del Fantasma Santos Escobar and Judgment Day's Dirty Dom Mysterio. The match starts off with Rey Mysterio sending Escobar flying with a Hurricane Rana. Escobar then tags in Dominic and Rey Mysterio tags in Andrade. Andrade then nails Dominic with a feint elbow. Andrade and Rey Mysterio then clear the ring. Rey Mysterio then sits on Andrade's shoulders and they hit a stacked crossbody on Dominic and Escobar. Dominic then sends Rey flying out of the ring. Escobar and Dominic then work over Rey. Mysterio then hits Escobar with a code red. Rey Mysterio then tags Andrade in, and Andrade nails Dominic and Escobar with a dragon screw leg whip. Andrade then hits running knees, which I felt like I was going to have a fucking whiplash. Andrade then hits a double jump moonsault, which, Charlotte, please, I hope to God that you were watching very fucking closely because that's exactly how you do it, all right, sweetheart? Rey Mysterio then tags in and hits a seated senton off the top rope to Escobar. Mysterio then hits a 619, but Lopez gets on the apron. Vega then pulls Lopez off the apron and hits a moonsault off the second rope. Wilde then gets launched off the second rope onto Legado. Two large men then hop the barricade wearing Mysterio masks. Both men attack Dominic and toss him back in the ring. Andrade then hits the message on Dominic, and Rey Mysterio hits a splash on Escobar for the win. And the winners are the LWO, which I was surprised that they gave, but then I realized they weren't going to have Andrade lose his first match back at WrestleMania. So I was like, fuck. Dominic better get a win over his father before he retires. So after the match, the two masked men took their masks off and they revealed to be Jason Calise and Lane Johnson of the Philadelphia Eagles. We go to the next match, which I'm telling you, I was hyped for this match, and I'm not kidding you. I was really hyped for this match. I was like, all right, we're going to get this. I was disappointed. I was fucking disappointed, and I am kind of disgusted about it. I'm kind of disgusted about it. They had the opportunity to do something not great, and they fucked this up. This was an afterthought. This was an afterthought. This should have been building all fucking year, and it really wasn't. There wasn't brawls. There wasn't like, going to people's houses. There wasn't fucking around with anybody. I didn't feel it. And they have the same move set. And thank you, Raging Girl Gamer, for pointing this out. It felt like I was, the Spider-Man, like they're pointing at one another. That's exactly how I felt it was. I was legitimately falling asleep. This should have been like a first blood match. Stay within the bloodline. It should have been a first blood match. I would have greatly seen that. Or like something like a gimmick match. This was boring. First night was boring. Honestly, with the exception of 3 matches out of 7. That's not good. So we had brother versus brother, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. The match starts off with Jey hitting a dive on Jimmy before Jimmy even makes it to the ring. Jey then beats Jimmy all over the ringside. Jey then hits a crossbody on Jimmy, but Jimmy kicks out. Jimmy then hits a pop-up Samoan drop on Jey. Jimmy then nails Jey with 2 running hip attacks. Jimmy then works over Jey and nails Jey with 1 super kick after the other. Jimmy then misses a splash but lands on his feet. Jay then hits a super kick on Jimmy. Jimmy and Jay then trade strikes while the crowd cheats yeet and no yeet with each strike. Jay and Jimmy then have a stare down before unloading on each other with rights and lefts. Jay hits a super kick on Jimmy, and Jimmy answers back with a super kick of his own. Jay then hits another super kick on Jimmy, and Jimmy ends up in the corner. Jay then hits a running super kick on Jimmy and looks for a basement super kick, but Jimmy puts up his hands. Jay then pulls back, and Jimmy puts out his hands and tells Jimmy, "I'm sorry, Jay, he's sorry." Jimmy then begs Jay forgiveness. Jay then grabs Jimmy's hand and helps him up. Jimmy then hits a super kick on Jay. Jimmy then hits a Uso splish on Jay, but Jay kicks out. Jimmy then goes for another super kick, but Jay counters with a spear. Jay then hits a twisting Uso splash. Jimmy for the win, and there you go. Yeah, I really didn't like this at all. I didn't like it at all. I was bored to tears with this. For me to say that is a lot. Another match I couldn't fucking stand. I just couldn't stand it. This was forced just to get Jay Cargill on the fucking card. Then why did you wait for so fucking long? I don't understand this at all. Six-man woman tag, Jay Cargill with Bianca Belair and Naomi versus Damage Control, Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Dakota Kai. The match starts off with Sane and Asuka trying a double team Naomi. Naomi then clotheslines both women. Naomi then hits a split leg drop, but Sane kicks out. Zayn then hits an insane elbow on a standing Naomi outside of the ring. Asuka and Sane then continue to work over Naomi. Naomi manages to tag Belair, and Belair clears the ring. Belair then hits a suplex on Sane. Belair then hits a press slam on Sane off the top rope onto Asuka and Kai. Belair then hits a press on three members of Damage Control, but they all kick out. Kai, Sane, and Asuka then triple team Belair. Belair then manages to tag in Cargill. Asuka and Sane then stopped in and their tracks, and Cargill clears the ring. Cargill then hits a modified Michinoku driver on Kai, but Sane and Asuka break up the pin. Zayn and then holds Belair, and Asuka tries to miss Belair, but Belair ducks and miss blindside Zayn. Belair then whips Asuka with her hair, and ouch, that hurt. I felt that. Naomi hits a Bubba bomb on Zayn. Belair then hits a KOD on Asuka. Kai then tries to hit a wheelbarrow on Cargill, but Cargill reverses it into Jaded, and they pick up the win. This could have been on fucking main event of SmackDown. Just a reminder, tomorrow is the Slammies. If you want to watch it, it'll be on all streaming platforms. Am I going to watch it? Most likely not. I'll probably look at Twitter and get my fucking winners there. Saves my fucking load of time, and I don't have to worry about it. We then head back to where we see Sami Zayn embrace his wife and son. Zayn then asked his wife to keep their son in the back because he didn't want him to watch this. Chad Gable, I hate my tablet sometimes because it decides to crap out on me in the wrong fucking time. He didn't want them to watch this. Chad Gable then meets Zayn. Zayn was thinking Gable will go out with him to ringside, but Gable says Zayn will get this done on his own. Zayn and Gable then shake hands as Zayn was on his way to Gorilla. He was met by Kevin Owens and then pushes Zayn, gives him a hug and tells him to go do this. We have the Intercontinental Championship, Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Hey, Devil's Eyes. Hi, how you doing? So the match starts off with Gunther backing Zayn into the corner. Gunther then pulls back for a chop and Zayn covers up Gunther. Then laughs and Zayn chops Gunther. Gunther then hits Zayn with a nasty chop and Zayn tries to fire back, but Gunther puts Zayn down with a European uppercut. Gunther then places Zayn on the top rope and chokes him out with his boot. As Zayn's wife looks on from the crowd, Gunther continues to work over Zayn. Zayn then hits Gunther with a lariat. Gunther then delivers another nasty chop on Zayn. Zayn then responds with a series of chops of his own. Zayn then hits a half and half Nelson suplex on Gunther, but Gunther gets on his feet. Zayn then hits another half and half Nelson suplex, and Gunther nails Zayn with a lariat. Gunther then avoids a Blue Thunder Bomb. Zayn tries the Blue Thunder Bomb once again, but Gunther reverses it into a rear naked choke. Zayn then gets to his feet and almost gets to the rope. Gunther then reverses the sleeper into a German suplex. Gunther then charges at Zayn, but Zayn hits an exploder suplex on Gunther in the corner. Zayn goes for a haluva kick, but Gunther continues with a shotgun drop kick. Gunther then hits a power bomb on Zayn, but Zayn kicks out. Zayn then hits Gunther with a haluva kick, but Gunther kicks out. Zayn then goes for another haluva kick, but Gunther counters with a lariat. Gunther then hits a double power bomb, but Zayn kicks out. Gunther then confronts Zayn's wife and stomps on Zayn, and Zayn is barely moving. Zayn then goes to get on her feet. Gunther then hits another lariat and yells at Zayn's wife. Gunther then hits a powerbomb on Zayn and immediately stares down and laughs at Zayn's wife again. Gunther then hits Zayn with a splash from the top rope, but doesn't cover Zayn. Gunther then laughs again as he goes back up top. Gunther then hits a splash on Zayn, but Zayn fires himself up as Gunther leads to the top again. Zayn then hits a haluva kick on Gunther, followed by a brainbuster. Gunther then crawls to the corner. Zayn hits Gunther with another haluva kick, but Gunther doesn't go down. Zayn then hits Gunther yet with another haluva kick and gets the win. And we have a brand new Intercontinental Champion, and the reign of the Ring General is over 666 days. Holy shit, that was a fucking match. One of my favorites. I knew this was going to be a banger, but I didn't realize it was going to be this much of it. So then after the match, Sami Zayn makes his way to the wife and hugs her. Zayn then kisses his wife, raises up the Intercontinental Championship, and celebrates in the ring. We get a video about how great WrestleMania 40 is. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce and SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis then announced the attendance of 72,543 fans for WrestleMania 40 Night 1. So don't get it twisted. There was amongst the stars of George Kittle, Vanessa Hudgens, Wale, Drewski were then shown at ringside. Jordan Burroughs was also earlier as well. Commentary then runs down the card for WrestleMania 40 Night 2. We get a video package for the main event, which is the tag team match. So it's The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. If Rollins and Rhodes loses tomorrow night, will be Bloodline rules. So let me fucking tell you, these fucking entrances were fucking goddamn obnoxious. And I'm telling you, fucking Seth Rollins better go back to the architect or the whatever, the savior, whatever, because these fucking outfits that he has are obnoxious. I feel like I was back in the fucking 80s watching Gorgeous George. I am not fucking kidding. It was obnoxious. I was nauseous by it. I swear to God, it was like almost 6 minutes with fucking Roman Reigns alone. The Rock probably got 10. I'm like 20 fucking minutes. 20 fucking minutes that could have been given to other fucking people. Honestly. Because it felt like these matches weren't long enough. I would have loved to have seen more of the tag team. It suddenly ended with the Intercontinental Championship. That seemed rushed. It just felt like these matches seemed very rushed. I don't know if it was by you, but it was by me. It felt rushed. But I mean, I'm glad that the night it got over at a decent time and not fucking 12:30, 1 o'clock like some other fucking promotion does. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Why? Why is it always have to be after midnight? Is it some sort of fucking like, oh, I got to get the last second into it? You can go off the air like 5 minutes before midnight, Tony. And I'm kind of disappointed at Tony Khan about something. They had that whole thing with the Kansas City parade and everything. He's part of the NFL with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't understand why he didn't do anything for that situation with the shooting and everything like that. But that's neither here nor there. But they also had some local charities that WWE, I think it's either WWE or Slim Jim, are going to donate $50,000 to. So that's awesome for that. We had what is it? We had rappers, and we had the music situation was not the way I wanted it. And I don't know what the heck was going on with Motionless in White, but it wasn't. It was like he was singing along to the PA version, and I didn't like that. And I was hoping that it would have been like more of like, let them play her a little bit, let the music, play a little bit, and then have it play through, and then, well, it is what it is. Anywho, we are in the main event, and it's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, versus the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns and The Rock, with WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman. And I am telling you, that fucking Hall of Fame was chef's kiss. Chef's fucking kiss. I will be review. I will be giving you more about that this Friday at 2 p.m. I am legitimately godsmacked with that whole fucking Hall of Fame uh, speech. That you could tell I'm from New York, right? Like you could tell I'm definitely from New York. This is how New Yorkers talk. We fucking use curse words. Sorry, this is how we roll. We do an F, we do a bitch, we do a fuck, everything else in between. So the match starts out with all four men staring each other down. Rollins and Reigns then trade headlocks. After a stalemate, Rollins delivers a boot to Reigns' gut. Rollins then tags in Rhodes in. Reigns and Rollins then circle each other. Rhodes then delivers a few strikes on Reigns. Reigns then hits a clothesline on Rhodes in the corner. Rhodes and Reigns then have a test of strength. Rhodes then tags in Rollins in. Rock then asks for the tag, and Reigns obliges. Rollins then laughs at both men circle each other. Rollins and Rock then lock up. I don't think fucking Rollins thought, I'm gonna wrestle the Rock one day. He probably didn't have that in his bingo card at all. To tell you the truth. Rock then tosses Rollins clear across the ring. Rollins then mocks Rock. Rock then nails Rollins. Rock then stomps Rollins and then tells Rhodes to just bring it. Rhodes then tags in. Rock and Rhodes then have a stare down. Rhodes then hits Rock with a drop down uppercut. Rhodes then stomps Rock in the corner. Rollins and Rhodes then double team Rock. Reigns then enters the ring and gets a hit with a sling blade from Rollins. All four men then brawl and the fight spills out of the ring. Rock then slams Rollins into the barricade as Rhodes and Reigns fight up the ramp. The referee then starts the count. The Rock then tells the referee, "You know who I am? If you count, you are fucking fired." And we heard that. We fucking heard fucking. So, all right, we're on fucking PLEs. That means they're allowed to fucking curse. I don't want to fucking hear a bleep, okay? Peacock, you better not do that. All right? Rhodes then suplexes Reigns on the stage. Rock then hits Rhodes for a trash can in the crowd. All four men then make their way back to the ring. And Reigns hits a chop block on Rollins' surgically repaired knee on the apron. Rock and Rollins are left in the ring, and Reigns and Rock work over Rollins, focusing on his injured knee. Oh my God, the R's are killing me, just to let you know. All right. Rock then puts Rollins. See, I'm already fucking up. Rollins in the sharpshooter, but Rhodes breaks it up by slapping the Rock. Rock then charges at Rhodes, but Rhodes stuns Rock on the top rope. Rollins then hits a stomp on the Rock. Rollins then tags Rhodes in, and Rhodes clears the ring. Reigns is in, then tags in. He gets power slammed by Rhodes. Rhodes hits the Cody cutter on Reigns, but Reigns counters the crossroads and hits Cody with a Superman punch. Rhodes then kicks out of, and Reigns calls for the spear. Rhodes then reverses it into a sunset flip. Rhodes then hits a super Cody cutter on Reigns. Rollins then tags in and hits a frog splash on Reigns, but Reigns kicks out. Reigns then reverses the stomp into a power bomb. Rhodes then and Rollins then hit multiple super kicks on Reigns. Rollins then hits a stomp on Reigns. Rhodes then hits Reigns with a crossroads. As Reigns is pitting Reigns, Rock pulls the referee out of the ring and hits the referee. That should have given a disqualification. You're not allowed to put your hands on the ref. That would have been a perfect out, people. Fucking dumbasses. Reigns then hits a low blow on Rhodes, followed by the spear, but Rhodes kicks out. Reigns then puts Rhodes in a guillotine. Rock then holds Rhodes' leg as Reigns chokes him out. Rollins then hits a stomp on Reigns out of nowhere. Rock then pulls out the Mama Rhodes blood-soaked weight belt. Rock then jaws with Mama Rhodes. Rock then hits the spine buster on Rhodes. Rock then goes for the people's elbow, but Rhodes counters with a Cody cutter. Rhodes then goes for crossroads, but Reigns breaks up the Superman punch. Reigns goes for a spear, but Rollins pulls Rhodes out of the way, and Reigns accidentally spears The Rock. That was fucking, oh my God, that was so awesome. What made it awesome is the sequence after that. Rollins and Rhodes then hit stereo pedigrees. Somewhere in the back, fucking Triple H is popping a fucking Woody on the Rock and Reigns, but Rock and Reigns both kick out. All four men then brawl again. Everyone ends up at the outside of the ring. As The Rock slams Rhodes on the announce desk, he yells at Mama Rhodes to look at her son. The Rock then goes for a rock bottom on the desk. Rollins then distracts The Rock, and Rhodes hits the rock bottom on The Rock through the announcer's desk. Reigns then spears Rollins through the barricade. Reigns and Rhodes then trade strikes, and Rhodes hits two crossroads on Reigns. As he goes for a third, Rhodes is hit by The Rock with the weight belt. Reigns then spears Rhodes. Rock then asks for a tag, and Reigns obliges. Rock then hits a rock bottom on Rhodes and follows up with the people's elbow for the win. And we have Bloodline Rules match tomorrow night. After the match, The Rock and Reigns celebrate holding up the championships and yada, yada, yada. Now, they had that belt. They had a belt. Fucking The Rock cracked fucking Cody Rhodes on the back. I'm no fucking goddamn Superman with supersonic hearing, but if I'm hearing a crack, I'm looking around, and if somebody has something that it sounds like that, I would have fucking disqualified them. They had opportunities after opportunities to fucking goddamn disqualify them. So it was a no DQ match. The fucking rules weren't applying. I'm not liking this because now The Rock is going to do whatever the fuck he wants. And I don't think that's fair because Vince McMahon did it. Now The Rock is going to do it. I don't want that. The Rock, it's terrible that the way, but hopefully that Cody Rhodes will finish his story tomorrow night. And well, it's tonight because it's after midnight. But Jesus Christ, 3 fucking matches out of 7 matches. That ain't good. That ain't fucking good. The 3 matches that I thoroughly enjoyed were the women's match, which was the Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. We had the tag team title matches, and then we had this match. Oh, I'm sorry, the Intercontinental. So 4. All right, so it wasn't that bad, but it's still 3 matches that weren't necessarily needed to be on there that could have legitimately fucking been on a Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. And that's basically about it. What I'm reading right now, Roman Reigns kicks. Hold on. This is from Ringside News. This is breaking news. Give me a second while the fucking thing loads up, and then I'll read you the headline, and then I'll start wrapping things up. And then Roman Reigns kicks a reporter out of the WrestleMania press conference. I don't know why he did it, but I'm going to quickly give you a synopsis of why he did it. I guess she somehow didn't like the response that he gave, or whatever the case may be. But yeah. Um we had the Intercontinental, the tag, the women's title match, and this match. I'm hoping that it's going to be better tomorrow night. We're going to have a street fight. We're going to have another women's title match. We're going to have a US title match. It's gonna, hopefully it's gonna be a lot better than tonight. But yeah, to me, I was falling asleep. I actually had to drink soda to keep awake. The coffee wasn't doing it at all. So that is that. Please do me a favor. Join me Monday. I am taking the day off on tomorrow. I have something that I have to go do at noon. I'll be watching this at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, tonight. And you're going to get the review sometime Monday morning, because I am going to sleep right afterwards. I'm going to be exhausted, unless it ends around this time. Then maybe I'll go the review, and then Monday I'll enjoy the fucking eclipse. We had actually an earthquake here in New York, 4.8. So it is what it is. But that is that. I hope everybody enjoyed WrestleMania 40. I'm trying to keep this under an hour. Please do me a favor while you're here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell for all notifications, so when I go live, or I upload a video, or I do a short, you'll know about it. Please do me a favor and follow me on all my social media. Mel's Mat Chat. MELSCHAT. Sorry, Mel's Mat Chat. I'm losing my brains here. MELSMATCHAT. You're gonna get that all over my social media, and it's going to be on Threads, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and Cameo. Go check me out all on there. Please go and check out Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Visit their website for all your beard essentials. Please go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. Please go check out Death Wish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. And if you like independent wrestling, please go check out House of Glory at hogwrestling.net. Please, for the love of God, enjoy the rest of the evening. I am exhausted. I've been up since 3:30, 3:45 this morning. I hope everybody, gears up for tomorrow night. It's going to be another long night. Hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed, I can get this in tomorrow night. If not, sometime Monday. I want everybody to just pace yourself for the rest of the weekend, and I'm off to bed. All right. I love you all, and I will see you maybe tomorrow, but definitely Monday, and then for episode 336 at 2 p.m. this Friday. Have a great evening, and I'll see you soon. All right. I love you all. Good night.